So let's continue with the last talk. After that we'll be having holidays. The last talk on our loving kindness meditation. I like to go to the suttas. The Buddha gave this sutta on Metta Sutta on the loving kindness, how we can practice our loving kindness meditation. So, what should be done by one skillful in good to gain a peace of mind? So the Buddha started this discourse to the monks, and he says that what should be done? So you must have the skill. If you don't have the skill, you practice the wrong meditation, then instead of getting peacefulness, then you get a lot of problem, get a lot of mental disturbances, and sometimes people also go crazy. They do wrong type of practice and they keep on doing it, don't have a proper teacher, and then they keep going to the wrong way. So they create a lot of hallucination, and so they go mad and crazy. So you need to have skill. So the Buddha says, first the sila is important. Meditation, you must have the basic morality, morals. Because the moral is the product. The moral is the protection in our meditation. If you have morals, the morals will always guide you to the guide you back to the right practice. So you should be able. Buddha says that should be able to meditate. So in other words, there are people who are not able to meditate. He says that they don't have the paramis, cannot meditate. So you should be able to meditate upright and straight. In other words, you need to be straight. Don't do the wrong things. Just follow the right way. Must be obedient, means to say the monks cannot just do what they like. You must follow instruction. So sometimes the teacher will, like the Buddha teaches one method and the monks practice the other method, and so it goes wrong. So it goes wrong. So Buddha says that the monk should be obedient, follow instruction. So don't experiment by yourself unless you're very skillful. Unless your meditation is very good, you're very skillful, because you may not practice the right way, may go wrong. Gentle and not proud, because if we are gentle, it's good for the loving kindness to arise in our mind. If we are very proud, we can't learn. People who are very proud, they can't learn because the mind thinks that they know a lot, and so the mind will not go as far as it should. Contented means that Buddha says to the monk, monk should be contented, easily supportable, with few tasks, living very lightly. So if a mind is not contented, mind has a lot of wants, mind has a lot of cravings, then we find that it is difficult to practice meditation, because keep on, mind become very restless and mind is always searching for things, so it won't settle down. So easily supportable means that a monk should not ask for a lot of things. So these suttas is given to monks. So I will just explain these suttas. With few tasks means the monk should not organize a lot of things and a lot of funfair and a lot of program, a lot of temple work. That means sometimes monk is caught up with a lot of work, and so they have no time to meditate. Even when they meditate, the mind gets very disturbed and restless. Living very lightly means to say don't have a lot of things, a lot of things to take care of. With faculty serene, it means to say it should be peaceful, modest, and not greedily attached to families. Monks should not get too close to families, because families has a lot of problem. Normally we have a lot of problem in the families, and if we get close, monk get close to the families, then they will start to listen to all the families' problem. And they will have a lot of problem themselves, trying to solve, and then become how would you say it? Become a family, something like that, to solve people's problem. He should not do the slightest things for which otherwise men might blame him. So he should take care of his morals. He should not do a lot of things that people don't like. People will blame them. Blame them, then it's difficult for them to practice. May all beings be happy, secure. May they be of a blissful heart. So this is the theme of the metta practice. Wishing all beings, may they be happy, may they be secure, may they be happy, blissful heart. So this is the opening theme of how we should wish all beings, right? So that this is the practicing part of these suttas. Whatever breathing things there may be, feeble or strong, which we do that in our sharing of merits, the long or short, middle size, small, thick, seen or unseen, dwelling far or near, born, those who are born, those who are not yet born. May all creatures, without exception, be of a blissful heart. So, this is what the Buddha taught the monk, the actual practice of loving kindness to the monks is this stanza that we are supposed to develop our loving kindness to all beings, seen, unseen, near, far, long and short, born and unborn. So that is what we do. Except we start with a more simple one. We start with the basic metta to ourselves, to our loved ones, to the stranger, enemies, and then only we go to the all beings, because it is very essential for us laymen. We call ourselves householder. It's very essential that we develop this loving kindness to those who are always near us, that we are always coming into contact. Husband, your wife, your mother, your father, children, we are always coming into contact. So metta is very essential, very important to practice to them. So there will be harmony, there will be give and take attitude, compromise. If you can't, then you learn to forgive, and so forth. So it is very important that we have this base, and also friends and strangers that we meet. along the way in our life, and even enemies. We come across those who are bad-tempered, those that try to hurt us, harm us. There are these people around due to our karma, and so we must learn to deal with them. And how to deal with them? We have to train our mind. We can't control their mind. So, in other words, the metta meditation, the thing is always, it is for our own training, it is our own development. We can't change their mind from hating us to love us. So we can't change their mind. We change our mind, and by changing our mind, we become very kind to them. We are not affected by their bad attitude towards us, and slowly we are able to sort of make them believe that we are not hurting them, we are not harming them, we are not doing anything to them, and be kind to them, and soon they change their attitude. In other words, they change their own mind. We can't change their mind. We can't use metta and give our metta to their mind, and then they have metta for us. Not in that sense. And through our attitude, our action, they start to develop their forgiveness or their kindness in their own mind. So we include that part, which is very essential for our living harmoniously with people around us, our families, and our colleagues. When we go to the office, and how to deal with them, bring out the kindness, which always work. Let no one deceive another, or even slight them anyway. Through provocation or resentment, let him not wish another ill. Even if people are not kind to us, don't have bad thoughts on them. If you have bad thoughts on them, then you bring out the bad karma, mental action. Right? So what they do is their karma. Always remember that. What they do is their karma. What we do is our karma. If they are not kind to us, if they are bad to us, it's their karma, not our karma. So if we retaliate, then becomes our karma. So we should not retaliate. In other words, we should always learn to just say, forgive. Or you could say, okay, it's just a testing. Testing your practice. These objects, these people, they are trying to test your endurance, your forgiveness. So just take it as a test. Right? Just say, okay, I will try my best, I will try to forgive, I try not to get angry. Why? For my own peace of mind. If you don't have peace of mind, you won't have wisdom. Because only when you have peace of mind, samadhi, tranquility, peace of mind, then only you could see things as they really are. But when you are emotional, you never can see things as they really are. When you become emotional, you get angry, you get frustrated, then you're attached to your thoughts, then you're not peaceful. So when you forgive others, you actually forgive yourself. You actually forgive yourself, so you would not have a lot of mental disturbances. Then the Buddha continued the discourse. Just as a mother would protect her only child, even at the risk of her own life, even so, let him develop a boundless heart to every living being. Just as a mother who loved her only child would not harm, would not hurt his own child, this type of similarity, like it is as if the whole world, the beings in the whole world is like a child. So you would just apply the same kindness to every being. Let his thought of boundless loving kindness pervade the whole world, above, below, across, without any obstruction, hatred or enmity. So when you practice, may all beings, there should be no obstruction. That's why it is boundless, goes beyond beauty and ugliness, beyond sex, male or female, beyond color, skin. It goes beyond strong or weak, devas or petas. It goes beyond. It covers everybody, including yourself. It transcends. So it is called a transcendental meditation. It transcends, it covers out without distinction all living beings, while he stands or walks. Now, not only is the loving kindness meditation on sitting, it also standing meditation. Standing, walking, sitting, and while he lies down, as long as he is free from drowsiness, let him resolve upon his mindfulness. This is divine, abiding here and now. So as long as you're not sleepy, you're not drowsy, you can practice. So this is the discourse of the monk. Monk should not be lazy, put a lot of effort, as long as they're not sleeping. So as they are standing, even they are walking, lying down, they should bring up the mindfulness and then radiate to all beings, because this is the divine, this is very wholesome, divine abiding. Now come to the last part, not falling into wrong views. It is very important. The Buddha always mention of wrong views. Don't get into wrong views. So don't fall into wrong views. You always must try to listen and read or learn, if you can, the right path, the right way. Virtuous, you must keep your sila. Monks must keep their precepts, very important. Seeing life as it truly is, that means also wisdom meditation, seeing life as it really is. So don't get attached to yourself, to your idea, don't get attached to your own thoughts, your own mind. Just see things as they are. That is the nature of mind like that. It's the nature of body like that. So that is what the practice of wisdom meditation. So in this practice of metta, it also includes wisdom meditation. And practice loving kindness, it also includes the wisdom meditation. You get rid of the greed, the sensual desire in the mind, the attachment, and if he does not gain enlightenment, and if he gain absorption, because metta practice to the jhana can go very high into absorption, then he'll be reborn in the Brahma world. So if we practice together using metta and wisdom meditation, and if it does not go into realization, goes into absorption, then there is rebirth in the Brahma world. So this is the whole teaching from the scripture given by the Buddha to the monks. So it's not so detailed, it's just the basic. Buddha give instruction to the monks that this is how they should practice. apart from bringing out mindfulness and sharing, they must also practice the sila part, the morality part. Need to be patient, need to be simple. Monks also need that, so that to prepare for their meditation. Once they practice that, they have less work to do, they are not so troubled, but the mind is more easily concentrated, then they can find more easy to practice metta. Sometimes the question is why my mind don't stay, why my mind is like that, why it goes all over the place. It's because we do not prepare our mind. So once you have this preparation of the mind, less work to do, less attachment, you are just able to forgive, then you find that it's much more easier when you get into the actual mindfulness of loving kindness. Alright?